So more than 10 years ago now, we had the idea of a course that would bring together people who were remarkable change makers in their respective contexts, with a ambition, a drive, a thirst to make a difference in the health space for their people. We saw Oxford had a gap in that space, and we had a lot of people whose motivations and ethos were aligned to support that cause and that directive. That was the motivation. I think it was remarkable that so many good people came together, put their time, put their effort, put their hearts into what became the content and the ethos of IHTM. The intention was very much about doing something that was different and that was meaningful and that would make a change and be sustained beyond us. It was about doing away with us and creating the kind of people, the kind of leaders that we want to see in the health space, to innovate and to be the kind of leaders that we need in the world. We very much wanted to have people who had grounded experience, who weren't just coming out of school with ideas and ideals, who had ideals but had grounded ideas, who had interacted with and been frustrated by challenges and had innovative and inspired ideas to make a difference. And I'm saying that a lot. And a lot of people who were committed, taking time out of their very busy schedules to pull this together. It went through the various university hurdles and committees. It took quite some time, and then we were ready. In January 2015, we started receiving applications for the first cohort. We were so excited, and we did interviews, as we have ever since, with all the shortlisted candidates. And we got, through those interviews, little snippets to people's lives. And the thinking that coming here was such an important opportunity for the candidates and for those whom we could give this opportunity to. It was quite different than other Oxford courses in many respects. And I think early on we recognized that it wasn't just about having a bunch of students come and we give them a year of studies and then send them on their way and never hear from them again. From the beginning, it was very much about a family. Yeah, we're building a family and we're building it together. And every cohort that's come has contributed to the building of this course and the evolution of this course. All of our alumni are a part of the fabric of IHTM, and that's what makes it so rich and beautiful. Change is very much a part of the thinking around IHTM, as it should be, as we're on the forefront of wanting to affect health and improve health. So you have to change, you have to adapt, you have to evolve, you have to be agile. And that's hard. Administratively, it's hard for organization. It's a challenge to be different, but it's so incredibly rewarding. And the most rewarding aspect of what we've done and what we continue to do is very much our graduates, our alumni. What they give us and what they give pay forward in everything they do. We're blessed and so very proud of all of you, our alumni. Not only for what you're doing, but how you're doing it, and the genuineness with which you give to your community. I feel personally incredibly privileged to have been given the space and opportunity to contribute to the creation of this course and contribute to the development and the opportunities and the lives that you all are leading.
The initial concept of the program really came about from a previous master's course, which was positioned in the then Department of Public Health, now Department of Population Sciences, which over the years changed to become quite a different sort of orientation, to a much more statistical and epidemiological orientation from that department's perspective. But many of us who had been involved with the original course felt that there was something incredibly valuable in the approach in that first course. And so it was really as a result of that a group of us came together to say, let's recreate and build on that original concept, a rather broad concept of global health, and incorporate it into a new master's course. So the primary goals were, well, we wanted to build a world-class course, of course, but more than that, we wanted to build a course which would be focused on, and hopefully most of the participants would be practitioners from low middle-income countries. So it's very different from the average course in Oxford, which tends to be very academic and focused more on the development of career researchers. And of course, we're very happy if many of our participants go on to do research. But it was really the focus on practicalities, on people with a professional background already in health or related areas in low middle-income countries, which I think was our real aspiration, and which I think we've been very successful in achieving. We envisaged this program making a difference in the field because of this focus on practitioners, building up a group of people linked across the world, all working in different ways in public health, in international health and tropical medicine, who would be linked together and able to sort of maximise the effect of having been on the master's course. I think, looking back, the most significant impact has been in building a course which has become really one of the most sought after courses in the field globally. There's enormous interest in the course, I think, because it's got such a strong reputation. We produced a tremendous output or cohort of alumni who we're very keen to stay connected. And I think this is building up into be a really major contribution to public health practice, global health practice across the world. Of course, there's always evolution in any program, and we try positively to encourage and develop that, drawing on the experience of each year. We ask people what could be done better, what perhaps is not so necessary. The problem, of course, is always fitting things in. It's a very tight course as it is, so if something new comes in, means that something has to be altered. But I think that constant evolution is actually a key part of what keeps the course fresh and alive and attractive. So far as legacy is concerned, I think perhaps 10 years is a little bit early to talk of legacy. It's actually not a thing I particularly have thought about. I think, I think legacy we'll talk about in the fullness of time, but I hope what we are building is a tremendous group, or a network of alumni who will make an impact in the field. Inevitably, so far as the program is concerned, there have been achievements we're proud of. We're proud of the whole program, of our wonderful group of alumni. I suppose if there's one thing, it would be the way the program managed to continue to function almost uniquely for a master's in Oxford or anywhere else for that matter, throughout the COVID epidemic. So I think that was a fantastic tribute to the commitment of the whole group involved in the Masters. So I think we're very proud of that. Well, there are always new health challenges. It's constantly evolving field. I suppose the things that one will particularly point to are the massive effect of the climate crisis and the need to address that in everything that we do, and that's a constantly changing and evolving field. Clearly, the whole pandemic issue was a massive change and has forced our thinking around future pandemics. I think one of the key issues, not so much a health challenge, but I think one of the key issues which we have to keep coming back to is the background to all the work we do, is the whole issue of decarbonisation and how we put into practice what I think all of us believe are key concepts and key values. But of course, incorporating those into practice is a challenge that we have to keep reminding ourselves of.
What do we hope? How this course will evolve? I think it's up to you as our alumni to let us know what's needed and when we're not needed anymore. And I do see a point at which we shouldn't be needed anymore. I want to say thank you, and I love you all.
So, thanks everyone. That is kind of a summary of our evolution so far. Very much keeping in focus that it is a world-class course that is rich in content, but always adapting and evolving to meet the needs and the future needs of global health research and practice. And just trying to showcase just how much of a rewarding and transformating experience it has been. And hoping that we will all try to take it forward and okay, great. So now we're going to move to another presentation just to launch the formal event itself. Again, I'll give props to all the people who helped to put the presentations together. And I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that my text still works for this one.
It's just around the corner, our IHTM family reunion celebrating 10 years of excellence in shaping global health. Of course, this isn't just a milestone, it's a celebration of our collective journey and the bright future we envision together. Reflecting on my own time since earning my MSc at Oxford, I'm reminded of the countless interactions I've had with remarkable global health professionals, leaders, clinicians, who have all been connected through our IHTM family. It shows that each one of us has played a role in amplifying our global impact, and I'm so grateful for the community we've built together. We are a family of compassionate, caring individuals who support one another and celebrate our diverse achievements, and we continue to inspire each other every day. So personally, I'm looking forward to April 2025, where we all return to Oxford, reconnect, and celebrate our past, present, and our future. See you all very soon.
Hello, dear all. It's 10 years already. The Masters in International Health and Tropical Medicine, University of Oxford, is celebrating its 10th anniversary, and it promises to be a very interesting and colorful event with diverse members across the world. So please join us on the 25th and the 26th of April 2025 as we celebrate this marvelous achievement in the city of the dreaming spires. So many fond memories while in Oxford in 2019, just before the advent of COVID-19, and I look forward to seeing this well-refined global health experts as we join to chart a way forward and redefine the future of global health. It is a very interesting event and it promises to be marvelous. So I look forward to seeing each and every one of you. Come one, come all. Thank you. See you then.
Hi everyone, coming to you from the beautiful island of St. Lucia in the Caribbean. Behind me is one of the best viewpoints and my beloved home community of Dennery. I would like to welcome each and every one of you to our IHTM 10th year reunion event, Shaping the Future of Global Health, on the 25th and 26th of April next year. Come one, come all. I'm very excited to see each and every one of you.
Hi everyone, I'm Rasika from India and from the 23-24 cohort. While I'm still processing this exciting IHTM journey that I've been through, which was both overwhelming and amazing at the same time. I'm so excited to meet all the alumni and learn from them and about their experiences post IHTM. I'm so surprised that I've already started missing the 9 to 5 IHTM experience, and I'm just excited to meet everyone at the alumni event, and I'm so happy that we 23-24 batch are getting this experience so soon in our life. So just excited to meet everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Yep. So I'm just going to jump in quickly here and just talk through some of the next steps. You've seen some of the themes and the things we're thinking around shaping the future of global health. So we would like everyone to start to think around articles, briefs, even artwork or other materials based on the theme that they would like to see future during the 2-day event. We're also thinking of an output booklet or a kind of magazine for the reunion event for all alumni to take. So that would be a great place to have all of that. We are always seeking volunteers to help in planning. If you're interested, please get in touch. So we have planning around the program, funding, social events. There's much to do and we're always looking for help. So please just send an email if you're interested. We are raising funds to make sure that we get as many alumni here in April as possible. Thanks to all of you who have already started to indicate interest and sending across donations. If you feel you want to still donate, we're always open for it. So please send an email again to that same email above, or just reach out to Pratista directly about that. We will have an official registration, which will open in December 2024 and close in January 2025. Please check your emails and register, as this will be needed to confirm final numbers. So if you don't register for that event, we will have to close the numbers at that point. So please, when you get that email, register for the event formally. We're also planning another online event, hopefully in February 4th, 2025. And this is going to be an exciting conversation on the topic Global Health for Whom and How. We're going to be featuring amazing speakers, including our very own Professor Caesar, but also Professors Michelle Khan and Shaya Bimbola, whom you might have seen in the global health space writing articles around these So we'll share emails, reminders closer to the time, but just mark these in your calendars and get ready for that event as well. And just a special thank you to Mariano, Anita, Duty, Shuma, Paolo, and of course, the wonderful Jane, who is our communication specialist at IHTM, Vitalis, Tamari, Vernil, and Rasika for sending in their videos, and everyone who sent in their pictures. So thank you for coming today. The tech is always a big thing with a big PowerPoint like this, but hopefully everyone got a flavor of what we're hoping to achieve and is excited about the reunion. Thanks.